What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome back to the old subscribers. I'm doing some elemental readings today, starting with the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I was going to do a pick a card reading, but then I changed my mind. So I'm just going to go through the cards that came out for the earth signs. And it's going to basically be going over maybe a current situation that you're in, how someone's thinking, how someone sees you, some messages from them to you, and also some messages from, the higher ups, those other people. So anyways, to start off your reading, you have the number 24 oracle card from the healing oracle, and it seeks seclusion. If you look closely at the card, it looks like a few things stand out. For one, there's a moon in the background that's kind of illuminating a path for someone, and it's almost like someone's looking for you, someone wants to talk to you. I feel like they don't really know how to approach you. This could be vice versa for someone. I think that someone has someone has overall emotions for you guys, but I feel like you're sleeping, you're asleep on the scenario, or maybe you just kind of avoiding this conversation with this person, or some of you guys are literally ducked off somewhere, passed out, unaware completely of this situation. Some of you guys are definitely sleeping too much. Some of you guys also need to be aware that music is really influential to your life, especially when you're sleeping, as well as there's kind of a divine intervention, people working behind the scenes to try to bring the right people, places, things into your life, and you really would have no idea because it's like you don't see any of it. Some of you, the sleep could recommend. It could represent someone who isn't awakened. Some of you just feel like maybe it would be better for you to spend some time on your own, even though there are some conversations or situations that are at hand or need to be dealt with. And I'm getting the energy where some of you guys are like, if I don't really see it, I don't have to deal with it type of energy. But some of you guys are unaware. You have the World card, the Nine of Swords, the Sun card, the Strength card, and the Six of Swords. So remember how we just mentioned frequency, vibration, sound, and then the Nine of Swords comes right after it? There's really something to be said about either one, sound therapy in general, or two, that the things that you're listening to or that you're surrounding yourself with are really affecting your mind states. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. For some of you guys, I feel like it could be a good thing. But for others of you, you're really stressed out about something. It could be about a situation with children. This could be just wanting everyone to be happy, but at the same time feeling this need or urge to speak up and say something and stand up for yourself and move away from a current situation where you're not really happy, but you could be trying to work things out. Trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, but at the end of the day, needing to take a deeper look into maybe what's really going on. Maybe some of you guys do need to take a break out and a time out from certain things in your life. If that's the case, some of you guys could also be going through a pretty heavy transformation, or You could be getting a lot of spiritual downloads. It could be just overall your mind. You don't really feel stable, but you're not really opening up to a whole lot of people about this. I feel like this is something you deal with on your own. Maybe you're the type to deal with your problems on your own. Some of you guys could be stressing out about money. Some of you guys are, I don't want to say getting a little bit lazy. Maybe you're dealing with someone who's lazy. Being overly concerned with money and material things at times kind of someone sees you as materialistic, for lack of better words. There's definitely some doors opening up when it comes to your spiritual growth. I think that maybe you guys are, you do have some vibrations or frequencies or entities, could be good or bad, around you that I think affect you in more than one way. Of some of you guys, if you suffered from this anxiety or not being able to sleep or kind of feeling like you're constantly stuck in your head, you're overthinking, it might be time to take a second, like a bigger, broader look into the scenario where maybe there's some things that want to be revealed to you from the spiritual realm that aren't necessarily here to freak you out, but they are here to encourage you to stand up for yourselves, to have courage, to speak up, to just let you know that you're going through something right now, but you're going into better, calmer waters in the future. You're going to find out the reason for this in the future, or maybe when you're dreaming, like there's going to be something revealed to you. Just paying attention to all of those things. I feel like some of you guys are really active people. Maybe you're actively wanting to go after or search or seek out certain things. Some of you guys come off really aggressive and like overbearing and like scary at times, but I feel like what people don't realize about you is that, you know, even though you can be aggressive and kind of scary and really intimidating to people at times, the reasons why you are is something that people don't realize. And then two, you're also a very like long-term loyal friend. You're a peacemaker. You know, people kind of get your personality messed up sometimes because maybe you're very competitive. Maybe you seem to be a certain way, but people don't really know you that well. Outside looking in, you could give off the wrong impression to some people. I think that some of you guys have a really lighthearted energy. I think that you guys like to have fun. You like to play games. Maybe you feel like people play games with you and they kind of got you fucked up in a way because you are a person who kind of stands really tall and has a really good heart and, you know, has a lot of courage and understanding, and maybe you deserve more respect than you receive from people and it pisses you off. So that's what kind of gives you this aggressive exterior for some of you. For some of you, there could be a Leo who plays a lot of games with you, someone you listen to quite a bit, someone you need to move away from. And you know that. But you're also a good friend of this person. But you know maybe there are certain cycles that need to end. There's certain things that don't really change. There's certain things that you're kind of sick of dealing with. You'd rather just not deal with them. I definitely feel like some of you guys need to look up the spiritual meaning of the bee, because some of you guys, also the shark and the lion and the pig, look up the spiritual meanings for all those animals, because those will give you a little bit more of a clue as to what I'm talking about in this reading. Be careful of what you're listening to. Some of you guys are dealing with someone who thinks a lot about you. This is a businesswoman type of energy. Someone who could be missing you, someone who could be traveling. or someone who kind of feels like they know something that they want to talk to you about. Maybe this person's used to talking to you, but this person kind of switched up a little bit. This person could be seemingly more concerned about their money at this time. But it doesn't mean that this person doesn't think about you, because they do. You have new love, forgiving and learning, Ice King, Wallflower, Cycles, say what you mean. There again with this woman who wants to talk to you. You guys don't understand each other. I think that you and someone else have a hard time communicating. Like, I think that someone has a really crazy personality, but at the same time, someone doesn't really listen to you when you talk. You feel like you don't really get through. You don't really feel like this person listens to you. But I also feel like neither one of you have really said what you need to say in this situation, because I think that some of you guys are interested in someone new in your life. You kind of had those new kind of romantic feelings with them. But they also are a really big trigger to your parents growing up. Maybe you've noticed that a partner or a friend or someone in your life is a really big trigger to something that happened to you as a child, whether it was, and I feel like it has a lot to do with a father figure. I think that some of you guys, either you or this person grew up in a situation where the father figure was this maybe unforgiving person. Maybe you guys saw your mother kind of bowing down or bending over backwards for a man, and you didn't think they deserved it. There's something that needs to be forgiven in this situation. In order for you to even be able to accept love, honestly, you're blocking it, because your idea of love was twisted from a very young age. And I think that it's time to piece the pieces together of maybe why it is that you come across so cold and stern and strict in a certain way. Do some of you guys realize that you're taking on the energy of the person that you can't stand the most? Like, sometimes we subconsciously see things as a child and we grow up thinking, I never want to be like this person. I can't stand this person. I hate this person. But you've literally turned into this person when you're dealing with another person. And that's why your relationships don't work. Someone's really unhappy. They feel like they're not even interested in anything. If you're worried that someone is out here with other people, I feel like they're not. I think that there is a cycle in your life that needs to be looked at. There's a cycle that will continue to be over and over repeated until there's a lesson that's learned. Until you're able to say things, until you guys are able to have a conversation. Shh. My heart's severely scarred. You're the only one I need, and I don't know what to say. I love you. But you do know what to say. Maybe this person doesn't know what to say to you. This person doesn't want anyone else. But they also feel like you're unreachable. You're not open. You're not understanding to them. Someone feels like you were already so messed up before them that you're kind of like treating them in a way that really isn't fair. But then there are these other people in your life who you allow to keep coming back in. Be quiet, please. To play these games with you. And you're protecting them. You're here for them until the wheels fall off. But they're the ones playing games with you. There's been a 6-year cycle. with the same scenario. For some of you, that it's a game, it's a challenge, it's a competition, but you don't even want it anymore. And it's like, maybe it's been since you were 6 years old. Maybe it's been since you were 18. Maybe it's time to sit down and make a list of all the people in your life who, when their name gets brought up, it makes you really angry. It's a trigger for you, or it triggers some type of memory that is uncomfortable. All those people, it's time to sit down with your guides, with yourself, with your whatever sense of spirituality that you have. Write all these names down and speak into the universe that you forgive these people, that you forgive yourself for dealing with them for so long, that you forgive them for the things that they did because maybe they didn't understand the depth or how much these people actually hurt you. Because until then, I don't see things changing. I feel like everything is going to be the same, and it's okay to be competitive and overprotective and to go after what it is that you want, but it's also time to understand that there's some key players in your surroundings that are kind of like things you need to move away from, things you need to deal with, things that you need to understand about it. That there's a lot of illusions here. There's a lot of cycles that need to end. So that's all I have for the earth signs. I hope you have a good night.